but a comeback off an injury and a comeback in a win and a return in a win in a game like this?
Honestly, whenever I'm faced with injuries or an obstacle or a challenge, whatever, I just try to look at the bigger picture. Take it one day at a time, be in the moment. That's what I do with this. I wanted to come back a little earlier, but they got to save me from myself sometimes and take it slow. But when they cleared me, I was ready to go. I know a lot of people have a lot of emotions and going for it, and I had it, but I just told myself to lean into it, not shy away, and just continue to be present, no matter what was going on, whether I had a good start, a bad start, whatever, just stay the course, stay even keel, and work the game, and we were able to get a win.
You watched the team in the last couple of games. It was in the balance at the finish. San Antonio, Lakers last night. How satisfying from a team perspective is it to get over the hump and do something like this today and find a way to hold on?
Yeah, very satisfying, especially when we go back and look at how we were able to compete in that second half. That 24 minutes was our brand of basketball. The way we were able to come out in that third quarter, build a lead. They're a good team. They got great experience. Guys have been in close battles, tough battles. So they were able to make a run, tie the game back up. But I like our composure. Everybody talks about how young a team we are, but we stay composed, trusting one another, and we're able to get the stops that we needed and then make the plays on the offensive end to give us the win.
Take us emotionally through that last sequence from when you got handed the grenade, the jump ball, and then knowing they have shot makers, watch that shot go up at the end for them.
Yeah, I thought I was trying to keep the ball away from their hands, and I thought Zoo came over my shoulder and had his arm and hand all over my forearm, but it's tough play, but I knew they were going to come down and try to get the switch. They were trying to hunt me in the fourth quarter a little bit. I was able to get the steal on Drew when he ducked in and make some key plays on the defensive end. And when it was Kawhi, I just wanted to sit down a little bit, be the lower man, take his bump and force a difficult shot. Definitely watching it because he made one earlier in the quarter. I feel like that's his little go-to. He made that in Toronto too, so I'm just glad he missed it.
What makes Cam such an effective leader for this group?
He's been through it all. He's been on the USA team. He's been around all-time greats. He's learned. He's been able to adjust his role in whatever situation he's given. He's a very team-first guy. He's not about himself. Even with the offense, it takes some of his plays away from what they were running last year. But he's all about winning, and he's very versatile. So we're able to put him in different spots within this offense, and he's able to execute and attack, use his athleticism against slower-footed bigs. But he's very versatile on both ends. He's switching and guarding James, guarding wide down the stretch as well. So we can put him in different spots, and he'll be effective.
What was it like to be back in the building? What was it like to be back in the building? See some familiar faces.
It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I did a lot of self-talk about just not letting my emotions get too high or too low. But it was always good to see familiar faces. When I came out to do my shooting time, the fans said, "Oh my God!" The fans coming out on the swell and talking and cheering me on. A lot of memories made in this building. So it's just great to get a win, honestly.
So you had that moment in the first quarter where you hit a three and you looked at Zoo. You stared him down. You said something to him.
I told him to hold that because we went and got dinner 2 nights before the game, just catching up and everything. When I told him I was going to go at him, so when I saw him closing out in that three, that was my little time to talk a little smack to him. Man, this is my guy.
What's it like to lead the league in scoring? Leading the 9 unit scoring right now, 24 points per game. You spoke about being underrated. Where does Norman Powell view himself as where he at in the league as far as the tier he's in right now?
For me, I view myself as all the guys you talk about, all the guys that is promoted, whether the media promotes it or not. That's how I see myself. I don't care what is written about me, what the fans think. Good game, bad game. I see myself as one of the top guys in this league. And you got to have that mentality and that approach when you're going up against the greats. And I find myself right up there. I have their respect. Talking to them, everybody appreciates my growth and how I commit myself to the game. But I don't see myself as any less than any of the other top guys in this league.
Well, how do you see yourself as an agent of change on this team, especially considering how different
you've had to adjust from being on this Clippers team and how they play a lot of ISO. You saw that at the end of this game.
Yeah.
This Heat team is playing a lot different than any Heat team has played before.
Yeah.
Like, how do you see yourself as a big keystone to what they're doing differently?
Very versatile. You can put me anywhere. I think that's just the role I've had. I've worked on every aspect. I've been the go-to guy. I've been a role player. I've been a bench player. I've been everywhere. I just plug and play guy that's able to find my groove within the flow of the game. And when it's my time to make something happen, I can do that as well. But I just work on every aspect of my game, so I'm ready for whatever's thrown at me.
Does them playing differently kind of help you integrate your identity or this team's new identity instead of trying to do whatever the heck they were doing in years past?
I don't know what they were doing years past. I just know what we're working on now. But it's my style. Fast-paced, up-tempo, attacking gaps, running in transition. Like I said, I think my game is very versatile. You can put me in any offense, and I'll be able to execute.
What's your motivation scale on 1 to 10? Your motivation coming back to LA? How high was the motivation factor?
I think anytime a player gets traded, that first game against their former team, they want to get that win. I have a pretty high success rate of playing that first game and getting that win against a former team. But yeah, I had it circled. All my people had it circled. I got a lot of people in the stands that came up. But yeah, it was good to get this win.
All right, thank you.